got the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city. I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Commanders trot to the field for their first possession, and it's the seventh-year quarterback out of North Dakota State leading the way. His third NFL team, Carson Wentz.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. These two teams had met earlier in the season in Philly, with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A run here for J.D. McKissic.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. The back deep for Philadelphia, Devontae Smith. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback, now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw 1 when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage.
Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. See some heads shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. The numbers for Sanders last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Hurts to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football, and he's got a first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
19, unlock line, unlock line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Hurts will throw. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Come on. Hit. Alert. Roll.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all.
Now, second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They go play action with Hurts. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, check that. Street.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Wentz to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. 18 rattlers.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Going across the middle, and Goddard's got it. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Here we go. Now work. Hawk 70.
On 1st down, Hurts. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wentz. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Wentz again. Rolling. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. After the sack on 1st down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Wentz going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. But boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
On the sneak, it's Hurts. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz looking middle, and it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Wentz, and that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. Here's Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Hurts steps away. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here we go, here we go.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. On 2nd and 7, Hurts on the move to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
60 Bobcat! Go!
Throwing is Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are right back in this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of the player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Wentz. Looking sideline, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tressway now, standing just about on his own goal line. That's returnable now for Smith. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They start on the ground here at Sanders. They juked him, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The 71 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Wentz got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Going right back to Dotson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Now Wentz. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 53 yards. And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Wentz going to look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Hurts and the Eagles now down by a field goal. 2:12 to play. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10.
Ready, check, go, check, go, check.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Hurts. Out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back to throw. Rolling to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. Steps away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
And what a big play, because now you're guaranteed at least a shot at extending this one. He had the 40-yard line picked out as his bare minimum to give them some kind of a game-tying attempt, and he got there. Excellent determination on that scramble, and it might just help them snatch away a victory.
He's back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Hurts will throw.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And now it's Washington's turn. Trailing by 5. 20 seconds to go.
And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfielder set so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Wentz to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Philadelphia, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.